Android fans, you've got some awesome choices to choose from in 2013, but the two Android devices that are kind of leading the mind share right now, the HTC One and the Samsung Galaxy S4. How's it going, guys? I'm Aaron Baker from Phone Dog, and in this episode of Aaron Asks, I gotta ask you which one you're thinking about getting, the HTC One or the Samsung Galaxy S4. So I'm going to knock this out of the way right up front. If you're looking for the device with awesome build quality, you're probably going to want to go with the HTC One. If you've looked for that phone forever because you've been an Android fan, but you want that iPhone 5 look and feel with beautiful metal and glass and just premium materials, the HTC One is going to be your device. It's beautiful all around. It fits well in the hand, and the 4.7-inch display makes it nice and light and easy to carry around. The speakers are on the front. It just exudes premium build, and it's coming soon to the US on AT&T, on Sprint, and on T-Mobile in two different variants, a silver version and a black version, 32 and 64 gigabytes, although obviously that will be dependent on the carriers and what they decide to stock. We've seen in the past carriers sometimes do 32 gigabytes and not 64, or you can custom order the 64 gigabyte version from their online store or whatever the case may be, but it is coming to AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile. Then you have the Samsung Galaxy S4, and I talked about this in a lot of my videos. It's going to do incredibly well for a couple of reasons. One, Samsung has a gigantic marketing budget that dwarfs HTC. So just from a marketing standpoint, Times Square, TV commercials, web commercials, everything all around, Samsung's going to hit the waves hard, and they're going to be able to do well from an advertising perspective. Second of all, the Galaxy S4 has huge support from all the US carriers, including Verizon. It's the one that HTC, at least yet, doesn't have with the HTC One. It's a subscriber base of 100 million people, give or take. So, I mean, you've got a huge base here that wants a hot high-end smartphone. They can't get the HTC One, but they can get the Galaxy S4. So immediately, there's a little bit of a discrepancy there in terms of total user bases. The S4 is coming to Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, US Cellular, and Cricket. At least that was the announcement when it was announced last week. I assume we might see it on other carriers as well as time goes on. Perhaps some of the other regional carriers, Metro PCS, well, I guess obviously that's rolling into T-Mobile, but some of the other regional carriers as time goes on, Bluegrass Cellular, etc. It's great from a software standpoint. You may not like the build quality. Maybe you do like the build quality. Maybe plastic is your type, polycarbonate, or maybe you think to yourself, man, I really want that HTC One for the build quality. So obviously you can see it's a tough decision all around. Where Samsung, I think, wins is in the software value adds. HTC has done a great job over the past couple of months, particularly with Sense 5, with features like Blink Feed and HTC Zoe, because at the end of the day, we buy phones, but we're not the majority. The mainstream consumer is the majority, and they love those value-added software adds, like, for example, the S Pen on the Note 2, or even on the Galaxy S4, some of the new camera features, some of the new Smart Stay stuff, some of the new AirView, and all the different applications and features that were announced last week. It's one of the things I love about the Note 2, AirView, the S Pen, some of these things that I use on a daily basis that when I switch phones, I think, man, I really miss that little software feature. I miss having the pen, or I miss being able, Smart Stay and Smart Rotation, things like that. That's where the Galaxy S4 wins, I think, is in the software value adds department. But the HTC One clearly wins in build quality for most people with metal and with glass. To give you a brief rundown of specs, on the HTC One side, you get a 1.7 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon 600 CPU, a 4.7-inch 1080p HD display, a 4 ultra-pixel camera with HTC Zoe capabilities, which is something else HTC is really trying to push. 2013 is the year of the camera. On the HTC side, you got the ultra-pixel camera. On the Galaxy S4 side, you got the 13-megapixel camera with a wealth of software editing options and 1080p HD video recording on both sides. Then back to the HTC One, 2,300 milliamp hour battery, Android 4.1 with HTC Sense version 5. So you've got a lot to like over there as well. Beautiful device. Samsung Galaxy S4, depending on the market, you've either got a 1.9 gigahertz quad-core processor or a 1.6 gigahertz octa-core processor, a 5-inch 1080p Super AMOLED HD display, and 13 megapixel camera, like I said, with 1080p HD recording, a 2,600 milliamp hour battery, and Android 4.2. So a little bit of a newer version of Android with Samsung's TouchWiz user interface. So I think it's going to be a battle between software and availability on Verizon with Galaxy S4, beautiful build quality, some improvements as well on the HTC One with things like Blink Feed and HTC Zoe. I'm curious to hear from you, though. Which device are you most excited about? Let me know in the YouTube comments below, on the site at phonedog.com, and those comments on Twitter at phonedog_Aaron, on Facebook, facebook.com/HiAaronBaker, Google+, gplus.to/PhoneDog, carrier pigeon, his name is Ralph, fax number 555-1234. That's about all I got in terms of communication, but be sure to reach out to me in one of those mediums and let me know if you're more excited about the HTC One or the Galaxy S4, or maybe you're waiting for the HTC/Galaxy S4 phone dog dogfight. In that case, I'm excited about it too. We'll be sure to do it as soon as the Galaxy S4 hits my office here at Phone Dog West. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think. HTC One, Galaxy S4 in the comments. I'll see you next time, and stay tuned for the next episode of Aaron Asks. Have a great day.